Just today, there was breaking news and a shocking attack that took out the brother of Blac Youngsta, one of the biggest faces of rap music in Memphis, Tennessee. This shooting that ended Tomanuel Benson marked another death in an ongoing war that's been going on for a number of years and have taken the lives of many other people. A lot of people are really wondering when it will end. A suspect has just been named in the case and his warrant has been issued, but this isn't looking like it will have any type of end anytime soon. We gotta tap in with this situation right now in the ongoing war in Memphis that caused this, man. But before we do, I'm gonna need you to like, comment, subscribe. We're gonna run at this video, man. Make sure y'all check out the merch link in the description and tap in the notification gangs so whenever we post, y'all tuned in right away, man. Let's get into this. On Saturday at 9:27 a.m., officers responded to the 500 block of South Parkway East regarding a shooting. Officers located a male victim with an apparent gunshot wound to the back of the head. He was pronounced deceased on the scene. Onlookers filmed footage showing police arriving and putting yellow tape around a BP gas station. Later, police have issued a statement saying that they found a suspect in the situation, a man who was apparently at the gas station at the same time. This man was Randy Ewing and is currently the person of interest in the situation, and it seems like the murder was on the guy's mind early AF because he was just posted up at 9 a.m. ready to catch a body, which is one of the most shocking things, honestly. The saddest thing about this shooting though was that Blac Youngsta's brother was the third person in his family to die from gun violence. This sort of describes the state of what's happening in Memphis and really throughout the country as a whole. Obviously, they weren't killed for singing too loud in church, but the deaths of multiple of your family members is super crazy, and many are attributing it to the ongoing beef throughout the Memphis area between CMG, Heavy Camp, and their affiliates and their side, and PRE, which was Young Dolph's crew before he passed away.
Boy, you and Young Dolph were starting to go back.
Yeah.
What was the cause of all that? Was that you just riding for Yo Gotti, or is it something more personal between you two?
Nah, one thing I don't do, bro. One thing I don't do. I'm the type of person, I'm a team player. So if God was in a situation and I feel like somebody feels trying to take his life, you damn right I'm gonna ride.
Many are pointing to the deaths of prominent people within the spheres of these beefs as reason to believe that this could have been get back for Young Dolph, while others were saying that this could have been a simple disagreement that just turned deadly. Part of the reason why people believe that this was connected was due to the fact that Blac Youngsta and just being associated with him within the city is pretty much putting a target on your back, especially at this time. Look at the example of Hernandez Govan's daughter, Lotta Cash Desto, that died in a similar manner, but this time in Houston.
So now to breaking news overnight where two women and a man were shot and police are trying to figure out if this was road rage, robbery, or something else completely. Here's a live look from the scene.
It was disputed whether or not it has something to do with PDE, but it's just super controversial that all this is happening after the death of Young Dolph. The reason why this was significant is because Hernandez Govan was actually charged with being the ringleader in the death of Young Dolph. Even looking back at the incident which occurred in 2019 that took the life of Blac Youngsta's other brother, Heavy Camp TD, people believe that this had something to do with PRE.
Tonight with a shooting near a popular restaurant and hangout spot.
NBC6 reporter Laura Rodriguez is live in Southwest Miami-Dade with what we know at this time. Laura.
A robbery that turned into a murder at a popular Miami pizza restaurant and took the life of his brother. Along those lines, there was an ongoing beef between CMG and PRE, which many said started when Dolph was getting with Yo Gotti, who's the owner of CMG's girl, which sparked a whole bunch of diss tracks back and forth, and many people getting shot at, like Young Dolph getting shot over 100 times in North Carolina, but surviving, just to meet his demise at Makeda's Cookies just a couple years ago. And basically that turned into a back and forth, and then we see Lotta Cash Desto basically dying and passing away, which many feel that it might not have something to do with it, but there's no real hard evidence that says that it doesn't. So it has a lot of speculation surrounding all of these deaths altogether. Regardless of the case, there's no real winner in any of these cases. all that really plays out is pretty much people are dying or getting sent in the system. A number of people have died throughout the streets of Memphis, a lot of prominent people, and a lot of people that have beef with a lot of other people. But at the end of the day, it's not really looking like this war in Memphis is going to end anytime soon. And that's the crazy thing about it, because it's been going on for so long. I feel like those Young Dolph diss tracks and everything against Yo Gotti and everything was damn near like a decade ago. And the fact that it's still ongoing and people are still losing their lives from this is something that is kind of unbelievable, you know? Only in America, where gun violence basically runs rampant, people kill each other for the simplest of things, people are able to just have wars. And pretty much Memphis is one of the, worst cities in America when it comes to gun violence. So it kind of makes sense. There has to be some type of middle ground, because people are just dying left and right. And, it's not really helping anyone's cause. Hopefully one day the bigger people within these groups, like Key Glock now that Young Dolph is dead, and Yo Gotti, can come to some type of agreement. But at the end of the day, people are gonna keep pointing fingers and saying that one or the other had something to do with both of these deaths, or any of these deaths, or all of these deaths, when it could have just been coincidence. It could have been what really played out was behind the scenes and had nothing to do with any of these people. These circumstances just all kind of line up perfectly for these type of situations to happen. So, it might be more than meets the eye. At the end of the day, no one really knows until we find out what happens at the end of this. But we might not know for a while. So let me know in the comments what y'all think about this whole situation. Real stay safe shit. You already know what's going on. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and make sure y'all tap in the notification gang, man. Peace.